everybody, welcome back to the channel. Extra Zero here, and today I've got a really fun video planned for you all because this is one I've been looking forward to for quite some time. A little bit of background on this one. Back in December, I got news that McDonald's and Evangelion were doing a cross promotion of transforming figures, which seems absurd and off the wall, and I'm all about absurd and off the wall.
You sure about that?
And they were fast food items, harkening back to some of my favorites, the McChangeables. And I posted on my X or Twitter account, whatever you want to call it, that, man, I would love to get my hands on these figures.
Shut up and take my money!
And lucky enough for me, a good friend of mine, Mr. Angry Canadien, happens to live in Japan. And he says, hey, I've got really good luck with those, lotteries out there. Would you like me to enter for you? And if I win, I'll get the figures to you. And I said, absolutely. So I had no expectations whatsoever that I was going to get these. But he entered and he hit me up and he's like, hey, guess what? I won. So been waiting to get these. A good buddy of mine, Carl from the RNG podcast, had some stuff coming. So it went to him and then he shipped it over to me along with some other goodies. And I am happy to say that I am the proud owner of the McDonald's Evangelion cross collaboration set. I think this says, I translated it with Google Translate. I think it says McDonald's Evangelion value figure set. I was not expecting these to be like real fast food sized figures. So I'm going to be unboxing these over in the Lightbox, giving some first impressions and just seeing how these things are. I am keeping this box because, wow, for a promotional item, this thing is just so legit. In the back they even did drawings. You've got AV Unit 00, 01, and 02. If I could focus here. So 00 turning into the McShake, 01 turning into a Big Mac, and 00 turning into the fries. So yeah, I am excited to finally, I've been waiting all day to get this thing open and just see what I think about it. So let's get to it. Let's head over to the Lightbox. All right, before we get looking at the main event, I do have to shout out Angry Canadien. He gave me this little bag from the Pokemon Center, which is really cool. Just a plastic bag, but in it were some cool bonuses. And I love foreign candy. I love Japanese candy. So he gave me some real Pocky. And let's get that propped up there. He also gave me, I translated these. These look like they're plum gummies. I am a gummy fiend, so I'm really looking forward to trying these out. He also sent me an assortment of candy bars. These blue and white ones say bourbon. I'm not quite sure what they are, but the green ones are Japanese Kit Kats, and I've always wanted to try Japanese Kit Kats. I've heard they're actually a little bit different and pretty good. And last but not least, he also sent me a couple of these little blind box Mario Wonder markers, which I opened up. These are from Bandai, and I got 2 of these. They have little bits of gum inside, and I regret not opening these up live, but I got a Luigi. Wow. And I also got Nabbit. Let me move my camera down so you can see these. And these are kind of like little replicas of the markers you can use in Mario Wonder. And focus. There we go. They've also got little clips on the back, little alligator clips. So if you just wanted to have them hanging off of something like a backpack or something, you can take these off and you can have yourself a little clip on, or you can just display these as little markers like you would in the game. I'm going to put these with my SH Figuarts Mario figures. So let's get into the box. I did show off the box just a little bit, but so you can see it in greater detail. I believe this says Evangelion. I just noticed I have a little tear on the box. That's unfortunate, but it says Evangelion McDonald's Value Set from what I can translate. And yeah, so we've got the fries. That's Ava Unit 02. Ava 01 is the Big Mac, and the prototype Ava, or Ava 00, is the McShake. That's what it translates out to. On the top, you've got the Nerve logo along with like little elevator openings like they're in the hangar. And on the sides, you've got the McDonald's logo. On the back,
you've got just little drawings of all three of them. And then on the side, you have Evangelion 30th anniversary. So this is not only a cool McDonald's item, but a neat way of celebrating the 30th anniversary of Evangelion. All right, let's get these out of their plastic and cardboard prison. There's no tape on this, which is nice. And let's see if the inside is taped at all. Gonna bump the camera. Okay, oh, we have a little bit more detail back here, little hanger details. I guess if you wanted to, you could take the plastic insert out and have them in their robot modes in here, or Ava modes. And what is this? Do we have? It looks like we have an instruction sheet. Let's get that in frame. Okay, so we have some nice instructions. I'll put that off to the side. And here we have them in the the plastic tray. So let's get these out and have a look at their food modes. Let's get all the packaging out of frame here so we can see everything a bit better. As I keep bumping the camera. Look at these. Oh, the fries do not want to stand too well. But they're fries. The McDonald's fries ever. I guess that's just not clipped down all the way. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the fries first. So we have decent looking fries. And as you can see, these are about life size. And it looks like we have, a loose fry here. Oh, that becomes something. That's neat. We got a little hole right there. I'm not sure what that is for. I guess we'll figure that out. I'll check out the instructions before getting these into their Ava modes. Fries are looking good. Nice paint. And yeah, there's some seams here, and it's not. I guess, does that clip in any more secure? Yeah, got it nice and squeezed. But the paint apps and the sculpting are nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of seams, but these are fast food promotional items. The 01 is the Big Mac, though. This is looking pretty good. Really nice paint apps here. All the sesame seeds are picked out in white. Got another port there. Yeah, just really well done. The burger patties and the lettuce and cheese are all painted really well. And this is nice feeling plastic on the two of these. And then we have the prototype here as the shake. And yeah, also looking good. You got a big McDonald's logo there. Bottom is just, nothing going on the bottom. You got a little hinge there. Neat details on the lid. A little straw going on. No, the straw doesn't extend, but yeah, I kind of wish that clipped down a little bit better. But yeah, these are very solid feeling and very, very well painted. Let's do a size comparison here. I have a McChangeable here. Let's get him into his respective burger mode. You can see, just compared to the old burger, the old hamburger McChangeable, that these are big. I mean, this is my hand. I have pretty big hands, but these are the size of like the real food items. So I'm gonna pause real quick. I'm gonna come back, figure out the transformations, and we will get these into their Ava modes. All right, I'm back after having some time to mess with these three, and yeah, I also think, let me go ahead and throw in a little size comparison too. If my hand's not a good enough one. Here is the set next to a Optimus Prime. This is the Siege Voyager Prime, a figure that everybody has. You can see these are all fairly large next to a Voyager. And yeah, I have to say, I do like these. When I first got them out, there were some pieces that weren't pegged in. I guess maybe some of the pieces had kind of come loose in transit. The fries don't peg in the best. It's still good. It's still very solid, but the shake actually does tab in very, very solidly. So let's start off. We'll look at Ava 00, our prototype Evangelion. And this is our mixed shakes.
I drink your milkshake.
So we'll first start by popping off the blast shield, and there is a transformation element to this. There's a little tab in here, and that just pulls down, and that uncovers the I guess it was an eye hole for the blast shield. I don't know much about blast shields, but all you need to do next is pop up this lid, and this will fold down and around and over, becomes a backpack. Next, you just gotta unpeg the bottom of the cup, and the legs are on sliders, and they'll snap in. Separate the feet, and these are also on sliders, not too far, but they slide forward, and then you're done. And you can see there is a little post here on the blast shield, and if we can focus and I don't bang the camera too much and knock over the fries, there we go. So put the fries in the bag jerking here. Okay, you can see the bottom of the fist is a little post hole, and you can plug the blast shield into there, and it's a very secure connection, and these are made out of pretty solid plastic. So, and of course, he's basically standing in a cup, so, or she, I guess, aren't all the Ava units female? I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen the anime. Very solid here, has no issues holding it. This one has the most limited articulation. The heads on all three of them don't move. They're on like slight hinge joints, but I don't know why they didn't just put them on ball joints. That would have been nice, or put them on mushroom pegs or something, but yeah, the heads don't move. On this one, you have like a ball, well, no, you don't have a ball joint, you have a hinge at the shoulder. Let's move the blast shield out of the way. So the shoulder can move up and down, and the arms can do a full 360, even with that kibble. The legs just kind of go out the side, and the knees kind of move. That's mostly, I think, for transformation on those knees, but you can make them crab walk. But really, again, these are fast food promotional items. As nice as they are, they aren't like Bondi or Takara Tomy quality in terms of articulation. And let's get that blast shield back in the fist here, and we'll sit OO off to the side. We'll move that out of the way so you can see the face. Next up, we'll do the Big Mac.
This is a tasty burger.
Which is Ava 01, and this one's pretty, all three of these are simple. They're all like very McChangeables coated. So you want to take the top bun off, you pull this piece out, and you've got yourself an absolute terror field. So pretty big staple from Evangelion. So that's the accessory for this one. We'll move that over to the side. Transformation, real easy. Though this one's very kibble-tastic. It's awesome too that they painted most of this burger patty underneath. So you just want to split it at the seam. You can pull these pieces up, and these are going to become the shoulder pauldrons, and just rotate those back. And then from here, you pull these pieces down to give you the legs, and then you can rotate this kibble all around. And there is one step here too. You want to rotate the legs around once more, and there is this is the most articulated of the three. But there's this slider joint slider mechanism right here. It's a little stubborn. But you just want to find it, and you'll hear an audible click when you get it into place. He says. There you go. And this is the only part of any of these transformations I don't like. See it clicked in there. And then let's rotate the arms around and get it to stand, albeit awkwardly, kind of in a I'm coming for you. You can arrange these shoulder bits however you want. The instructions say to have them back, but if you wanted them to be like big burger shoulder pauldrons, or you play peekaboo with burger halves, so you can do that. You know, I'm sure Chef John, if anybody knows Chef John, would have something kind of somewhat whimsical to say. And these are also on their own little slider joints to help you get them out of the way. This one has the best articulation of the three. Again, the head is just kind of on a little bit of a hinge in there. Would have been nice to have a ball joint. This horn is kind of a soft rubber piece. But the rest of it's a very nice, dense plastic. You have to wrestle with this kibble here for the burger bits on the arms. But you got an elbow, just a swivel. It's kind of like actually, no, I take that back. It is a swivel and a hinge. So that's more of a universal. Shoulders aren't a universal, but you're dealing with all this kibble. The legs are universals, so you can get quite a bit. Nothing at the knees, but you get a knee swivel. And it stands pretty nice. There's no posts or anything on the fists, so you can't have it hold the blast shield. Unless, could you get one? I don't really think you get the blast shield in any of these transformation ports. But, and you can see that foot, I should say, not that feet. These slide, I kind of wish they'd done these sliders a little bit better. If you don't see it clicked in there, now it should stay. But these feet can be a little bit of a challenge. And there you go. You have your Big Mac Ava 01, and we'll keep the Terrorfield out to the side. Then we got our Ava 02, which again, this one is our fries.
Just put the fries in the bag, Tails.
And again, it looks nice, but you know, this doesn't peg in the best at the top. It is what it is. Again, neat anniversary fast food promotion item, but this does have a really cool gimmick. And pardon my pronunciation on it, it's been a minute since I've seen Evangelion, but this fry here actually pulls out. So there's a little gimmick here, you can pull the fry out, but it is actually the Spear of Longius. If I'm saying that wrong, don't crucify me. Yeah, that's a biblical joke for your Evangelion toys. Your transforming Evangelion toys. Maybe in poor taste McDonald's. I'll stop while I'm ahead. Very easy transformation on this one. You want to go ahead and pull the legs out and pull the feet out in the process. Pretty satisfying, and you'll pull the hips down as well. You can take this hip kibble and move it up just a bit, just a taste. I'll stop with the food puns. This top section pulls down and just becomes a big old butt flap. And then you can take the front, and that just pops out to form the arms. And you can take the spear. There's a little port here on the inside of the wrist, and you can arm your Ava up. And yeah, there you go. Just like 00, this has very, very basic articulation. Kind of less almost, but the hips move out. Again, this is kind of more for transformation, and you get the knees, so you can do a crab person, a little crab walk with them. You kind of have the weird shoulder joints too, where you have like a swivel at the top, and then you have this hinge here, and then you have a ball joint in the top of the shoulder. I mean, again, these are just like derpy, chibi fun. But what is interesting is you actually do have a port here. So if you wanted to take the blast shield, boom, you can give him the blast shield. There you go. And if you wanted to take the spear, you can give that to the prototype right there. So, hey, you know, you can do some weapon swapping if you want, and that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison with these transformed up, so you can see how they look with a Voyager. We'll bring Prime back in, and yeah, these are again like big, chunky, old school bots. You know, they're kind of Voyager height. They're made of really good and substantial plastic. And I as you've seen, these transformations, like I said, they're very McChangeable coded. I mean, these are kind of like what I would expect the evolution. If McDonald's was to redo McChangeables, and we'll take my hamburger, you can see, absolutely dwarfed here. But if they were to bring back McChangeables, I would expect them, I would hope they would be like this. Granted, I don't think McDonald's US would do anything as quality as these. So I really like this set, and you know, it's cool having you know, a little story behind this one, having a friend in Japan being able to get this for me. I did not pay much for these. I paid what they cost, and it wasn't much. But I do see these going for quite a pretty penny on eBay. If you're an Evangelion nut, or a McChangeables nut for that matter, I don't think they're worth hundreds of dollars. I wouldn't pay that for these. But if you are a hardcore collector, I can see a lot of hardcore collectors paying that. These are a very, very niche novelty item, but a rare one. So I can see a lot of people seeking these out. It's certainly awesome, and I do recommend the set. I just don't know that it's worth more than 30 or so bucks, which is I believe what it cost in Japan. It's awesome. It's cool. I would love to see McDonald's do more stuff like this. I'd love to see them do something stateside. It's cool to have something that's like McChangeables in 2025, and I absolutely love this set. Yeah, don't break your neck trying to get it. These are awesome, but they aren't that awesome, you know? So that's been my look at the Evangelion McDonald's Value Bundle. I believe that's what they are called. Again, huge shout out and thanks to Angry Canadien. I'm happy to have this set. And maybe I sound a little conflicted at the end here. I just, you know, like I said, I would be disappointed if I paid, you know, $100 or more for this set. I'm very happy with it for what it costs. I wish they had made this available to more people because it is an awesome set. It is a cool novelty piece, and it's a great addition to an Evangelion fan or a Transformers or McChangeable fans collection. So that's been my look and recommendation for these guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Zero out.